A man reached for water when he suddenly noticed his fingernails had turned black. While still confused by this, the water bottle in his hand began to warp and distort. The cup on his tray table started violently shaking. A flight attendant nearby sensed something was wrong. She quickly sat down and fastened her seatbelt, urging passengers to do the same. But it was already too late. The plane had entered severe turbulence. Instantly, water from cups floated upward. Passengers who hadn't secured their seatbelts were thrown into the air by the powerful currents. The entire cabin shook violently, terrifying everyone aboard. Fighting to survive, they gripped their armrests tightly, silently praying for safety. The pilot, recognizing the danger, quickly put on his oxygen mask. Oxygen masks dropped throughout the cabin, and passengers rushed to secure them over their faces. Jack's wife, however, didn't get her mask on in time and passed out from lack of oxygen. To save her, Jack stumbled through the shaking plane to the flight attendant station, where he found an emergency oxygen bottle. He quickly fitted it over his wife's face, reviving her from unconsciousness. After a period of severe turbulence, the plane miraculously stabilized. Flight 7500 had survived a near disaster. To reassure everyone, the captain immediately explained the situation over the intercom. While passing through an air current, they had encountered a storm that damaged one of the plane's seals, causing cabin pressure problems. He assured passengers that emergency procedures had been implemented and that they would lower altitude to stabilize the pressure, telling everyone not to worry. Only then did the passengers finally breathe sighs of relief. Just as they thought the nightmare was over, a passenger suddenly felt he couldn't breathe. The flight attendant frantically called over the intercom, asking if there were any doctors on board who could help. Jack responded immediately. When he arrived, he found the passenger desperately clawing at his mouth. Before anyone could understand what was happening, blood spurted from the man's mouth. His expression became grotesque as his body convulsed violently. Then, just as suddenly, he went still. When they laid him on the floor, Jack discovered he had no pulse. With an hour still remaining until they reached their destination, the crew moved the body to the second-level business class section and covered it with a blanket. Not long after, another passenger sneaked into the business class cabin. When the crew had been moving the body, he had noticed an extremely valuable gold watch on the dead man's wrist. Planning to steal it, he successfully removed the watch but didn't leave immediately. Instead, he took out his phone to take selfies with the corpse, bragging into the camera. The next second, the corpse turned its head toward him.